A poor farmer had 12 sons. He loved all his sons equally, and he wanted all of them to have an education. So when the sons grew up, they all went to study at a university in a different city. The farmer was so proud of his boys. Every month, he would take the bus to the city to give them money for their studies. But one day, the farmer received a letter from the university. The letter said that if the farmer could provide each son with $1,000, then they could guarantee that all 12 sons would graduate together on time. The farmer was very sad because he was too poor to give each son $1,000. He discussed it with his wife. They both cried as they didn't want their sons to drop out of school. They had to find a way to make this work. So the next day, the farmer took the bus to the city and visited the dean of the university. He explained his situation and asked if there was anything he could do. The dean told him, "I understand your situation, but this is a huge amount of money. It's not something we can negotiate about." The farmer was desperate. He begged the dean, "Please help my sons. If they don't graduate, they won't be able to get good jobs. Please allow me to pay in installments." The dean thought for a moment. Then he said, "I have an idea." "How much money can you give us?" The farmer said. "I can give you $2,000 right now, and then I'll bring you the rest over the next few months." The dean agreed to this arrangement. Then he took out a piece of paper and wrote down the names of 12 students. He gave half the list to the farmer and said, "Here are 6 students. You must pay us $1,000 for each of these 6 students by the end of the semester. If you pay us on time, we will make sure that all 12 students graduate together." The farmer thanked the dean and took the bus home. On the way, he kept thinking about how he was going to get $6,000. He was very worried. Suddenly, the farmer got an idea. He remembered that his sons had been studying hard, and he was sure they would do well on their final exams. So he decided to bet on his son's intelligence. The farmer went to the bank and took out all the money he had. Then he went to the city center and found a billboard. He asked the owner if he could put up a poster on the billboard, and he agreed. The farmer paid him for 1 month of advertisement and put up a poster that said, "Do you know who the smartest student is? Bring your children to the city hall on Friday at 8 p.m. and let them take this challenge." On Friday, he waited anxiously for the evening. At 8 p.m., the farmer took the bus to the city hall. There were many people gathered there, and he saw many children taking the challenge and winning $1,000. But as the night went on, fewer and fewer people showed up. Finally, only one person remained. A young man approached the farmer and said, "Are you still offering $1,000? The farmer nodded. "Very well. I accept your challenge." The young man answered some questions correctly and won $1,000. It turned out that this young man was the smartest student on the dean's list. After winning the money, he went to the dean and paid him $1,000 for 6 students. The dean checked the records and found that the young man had indeed paid for all 6 students. He marked their records and made sure they would graduate together with the rest of the farmer's sons. In the end, the farmer's sons all graduated from university and got excellent jobs. The farmer was so happy that he had been able to fulfill his promise to his sons. They all lived happily ever after.